site was certainly the most critical, the most impactful aspect of the project, and it was tough to navigate. Sometimes we didn't know if we can get up there with the semi to deliver steel, or deliver concrete or whatever, or timbers, and we often had to meet literally on the site on the road to figure out where a truck might slip in to unload its stuff. But we really, everyone believed that we had to leave the site untouched and as clean as possible, and it happened. But it was a struggle.
It's set up on a hillside, and the road up to the site is fairly steep in some places and windy in others, and so access and staging of materials. Once we got up to the site, for example, there wasn't a whole lot of room to stage materials, so we had to bring in special equipment to move some of the heavier materials around, and we had to just be kind of thoughtful and creative about how we went through the process of constructing it.
So the vision's tricky because their vision was not very specific. It was very open-ended. So they were looking for us to figure it out together, what this place is going to look like and feel like. It involved a lot of work. Again, because there wasn't a list of things.
Immediately, I loved it because I knew it was going to be unique, and it was going to be challenging, and it was going to test us in ways that we really wanted to be tested. We had done contemporary work before, built contemporary architecture before, but this would be the most complex project we had done to date.
Trying to do these types of projects where there's not a clear, map or a path, but it just, the thing is like, go do it. Let's go figure it out. That's what I like doing. And this client was great about just saying, we want to do a cool house that represents us, and our kids and our lifestyle and our attitude about the environment. They love that place because they went through it. They learned to love it. They learned to understand it, and they took the time. So for me, when you see that sort of setup, those are the ones you want to go for.
I know that one of the main goals of both the owners and of Gary was to have the house sit into the hillside and not be a prominent feature from a distance. It was important that the house blend in as much as possible. And so a large part of what we did up front with the site preparation was excavate and create the space for the house to be built into the hillside.
I'd say for me, the favorite part of this project was the relationship that we forged with our client and Grady and his group, and how everyone was kind of looking out for the same things. So it was a group that was focused on getting the job done properly. I felt like if I wasn't there, I knew that Grady and his people were looking out for the project, and I didn't have to worry. Grady never tried to impress anybody. He was Grady. So right off the bat, that was a positive thing for me. He wasn't trying to impress me with someone he was not, or you can do this, you can do that. He just said, I'm the guy here, I work here, and I'm honest, and let's do a house. That's kind of how it went.
Putting together the right team, though, I think would be is absolutely the most critical thing for an owner for a house like this. Really, of any house, but especially a house of this complexity.
I used to make this comment. A lot of architects want to control the process very carefully, and they're kind of passionate about that control. I should say I can't have too many cooks in the kitchen for me. I want as many people in there throwing food at each other and talking about stuff and trying ideas out. That's what I want going on, because I don't want to do it alone. I want to do it I want to collaborate with a lot of people. And whether you're a client or a contractor or a person on the job, that's putting in screws and plywood sheathing. Everyone's got a shot at it, and so I'm looking for that sort of environment. And this project certainly had that. It had that spades. Like everyone that was engaged, not for their personal goals, but for the greater whole. And they kind of saw the value of working like that.
Watching the concept come to form on site, formation of the plan, the design with the help of the architect and the owners, it was really satisfying. Again, I think the key is to make sure you have the right team put together, from the architectural component to the builder to interior design. And if you have the patience and the wherewithal to go through the process, it can be extremely rewarding for everybody.